I have with me Tanya Muller. She's the COO and legal advisor of ASAIPA. And we're talking to Tanya about the rolling out of vaccine that is starting within a few days. Apparently, there's the expectation that it would already be or could already be this week, but at the very latest next week. Tanya, am I right about that?
Yeah, that is correct. So we have been informed that the vaccines will be in South Africa by month end, and we hope to, within 1 week or 2 weeks thereafter, after arrival, to start with the rollout of vaccines in our country.
And the vaccines that we're talking about now is being rolled out to GPs and health workers. Can you tell us what does this entail?
So currently, just to go back on the vaccine currently imported, the first batch is going to be the AstraZeneca vaccine imported from the Serum Institute from India. It's going to take place in 3 phases. So with phase one being to provide vaccines to all healthcare workers in the public and private sector, as well as their supporting staff members. Phase two will be to identify high risk areas, centrums for where we will then be rolling out vaccines. And the phase three will then be to roll out vaccines to all citizens in our country.
When will the vaccine arrive in South Africa and when have they been sent out to South Africa? How are they being sent?
So on that specific information, we can't give any clarity. We only informed have received information that the vaccines will be arriving before month end.
The reason I'm asking that is because I understand there is a problem when this vaccines are older than 2 weeks. Then it won't have that effectiveness that it should have. Do you know if that is sorted out?
Yeah, you know what, Isak, the Department of Health is responsible for all to collect the vaccines from the airport and then is going to keep it safe and secure. So the Department of Health will be conducting all of that. From our side, we are only collecting the database, data for our database from healthcare workers as well as their supporting staff members.
Tell us more about this database because apparently I understand from Dr. Pillay that this is actually quite a breakthrough and a very important development in this whole process.
That's correct. So the Vaccines for Healthcare Workers is an initiative driven by the UFFP, the Unity Forum for Family Practitioners, and the UFFP is constituted out of SAMA, IPAF, ASAIPA, EMC, as well as SAMDP, and so represents actually the majority of general practitioners within South Africa. The purpose of this initiative is to assist the Department of Healthcare in identifying healthcare workers' vaccines needs and potential sites during this pandemic, and to ensure that COVID-19 vaccines reaches all general practitioners in private as well as public sector. The initiative was driven by ASAIPA, mainly with Dr. Anban Pillay, driving this initiative to collect data from all general practitioners, but not only just to collect data from general practitioners, but also to collect data of all their supporting staff. So at the moment we have various of databases in our country, mainly on general practitioners, but what we do not have is actually one single database that collects the information of general practitioners as well as the information of the supporting staff.
Tanya, when this vaccine is will be rolled out next week. Are the staff, is it compulsory for them to take the vaccine? Can they refuse to take it?
So yes, they can refuse. It's purely voluntary. So you can't force any healthcare worker and or citizen to be vaccinated. It remains their choice. And currently, the Constitution of South Africa also protects the rights of all individuals. So it remains their choice to be vaccinated or not.
Tanya, there's a lot of negative reporting on this rollout of the vaccine. I've spoken to Dr. Anbin Pillay before this interview, and he assures me that not everything is doom and gloom. Can you enlighten us about that, please?
So this system, most of the queries that we received from the general practitioners is whether when they share their information is to make sure that their private information will not be shared to other databases. We confirm on our policy as well on our website on registration that we ensure that we will only share the information of all general practitioners and their staff members with the Department of Healthcare. When we look at the rollout phase, it will be conducted when rolling out in phase 3. It's going to be conducted by the Department of Healthcare in a highly secured system when it is being rolled out to all citizens in South Africa. So it's going to be a very highly controlled and secure system. And yeah, I think for citizens in South Africa scared to take a vaccine, yeah, it remains your choice, but the process will be secured.